Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo June 22, 2022. You are enthusiastic today, but you may not be paying much attention to important details. You're running more on intuition. The Sun and Venus form a minor challenge, influencing the first half of today, and you can feel a little torn between your drive to take things easy and your curiosity encouraging you to take on projects and activities. This aspect can also lead to some misunderstandings with others. You might aim to do your best to divide your time well, which involves going all in with whatever you're doing. This is a great day to socialize and be with those friends who are the mainstays of your life, if possible. If you have been suffering a little from the stresses and strains of life, then this is the time to relax in their company and just be grateful to share such good companionship. It is also a good time to make friends, as they will probably become very important to you. Where could the road lead to? With the moon shimmering in Pisces today and trine to your sign, you could be wondering about the trajectory of your career path. Whether you are considering an educational approach to work or even traveling to expand upon your career path, you should create a pros and cons list of each potential avenue. Keeping track will help you narrow down your choices along the way. Since the moon opposes Venus in Pisces, you may find that a mentor or teacher could be of service to you in this process. As Mars spends his last full day in your income sector and as the warrior planet of the cosmos works to make his final hours here count, his fight for what you deserve is likely to be focused inwards. In the final hours of Mars' 6-week war on glass ceilings, roadblocks, and barriers, whether real or imagined, he is looking at anything that might be standing in your way while working to leave you with something to keep fighting for. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. You need to hire a team of spin doctors to make sure your message gets out the way you want it to. Then you can work your rep into something bigger. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. You are one of the most physical of all the astrological signs. Do you have a daily or weekly exercise program that you follow religiously? If you don't, you should. This is recommended for people of any age. The vital energy that you derive from regular physical activity affects your mood, your ability to concentrate, your diet, and your romantic life. Keep the blood moving and you will be a happier person all the way round. Making decisions will be easier on this day, as your ability to think in a methodical and practical way will be enhanced. If there are chores that require organization, they are prime picks for this day. The influence from this vibration can help you to see things in a different light and to revamp your current structures and systems. Don't hesitate to tackle that storage room, desk at work, or any other area that feels like a mess to you. You'll have it shipshape in no time. All eyes are on Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos today, as he shifts focus and therefore changes where his warrior and competitive spirit will be directed. Nearly 6 weeks after returning to your income sector with Venus, Mars wraps up a mission to see you fight for what you deserve, and not just when it comes to the money. Mars might be moving on, but he leaves you with the courage to keep fighting for what you deserve across all the currencies in your life before following Venus into your communication sector. This is the start of Mars' next war, this time on communication barriers. 9 days after Venus, the planet of love returned to your communication sector to begin a mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. She is joined by Mars, her cosmic lover today. While Mars' focus won't be as specific, as his war on communication barriers begins, this is going to make Venus' job a lot easier. Our eyes in the sky. The moon is being extremely quiet and chill in Pisces today. This means that it's a great day to communicate your needs to others and reflect on the energy you're putting out into the world. If you'd like to take a step back and focus on yourself, do it. This is one time when you should be putting your needs first. Since the moon is in Pisces, you might feel you're supposed to give yourself freely to others, but now you don't have to do that. Think about whether you want to drain your batteries by giving away your energy or you want to recharge. Don't overdo it, especially since the moon is pretty much inactive. The less you go out and the more you keep to yourself, the better you'll feel. Don't let people push you into giving them extra attention. This is something you'll have to keep in mind throughout the day because you'll want to help even though your body needs to rest. Today, put yourself first no matter what. In the morning, the Pisces moon forms an emotionally taxing quincunx to Chiron in Aries. Today, we seek emotional stability through organization, refinement, and purification. Our to-do list awaits, and we are eager to begin checking off items. However, when we start to make headway, subconscious anxieties prompt us to question the merits of our behavior. Are we really making a difference? Does anything we do really matter? We could be running up against emotional programming from youth when our unique approach to structure was vilified. Subsequently, we adopted more legitimate methods for getting things done, which were probably modeled for us by parents or authority figures. Now, we find ourselves in a position where we could be accomplishing a great deal, but success fails to trigger an endorphin response. In some form or fashion, we aren't being authentic to ourselves, and therefore, failing to meet our own needs. We may have to think more critically about how going through the motions isn't serving us. If we feel a disconnect in our process, what can we do to change our behavior and course correct this issue? Following this, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, encouraging us to do things differently. Unorthodox behavior is celebrated, and we might receive insights that help us to keep an open mind despite the turbulence. We now perceive less risk in breaking the mold. Although the Pisces moon urges us to keep things in order, we understand how going with the flow makes life less difficult in the long run. When we are open to change, we easily adjust to life's unpredictable moments.